Good to see you all. How is everybody doing? Let me know you're alive and you're in the chat. Okay, let me know that you guys are here. Let me know that you guys are ready. We're going to bring up the charts in just a moment. We're going to be talking about PPI and what effects it might have on the market. But first, let's check. Yes, we are live. We are live. Even before I ask the question, we are live. Amazing, amazing. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing today on this fine Wednesday? Talk to me in the chat. We're going to do a little introduction. Of course, I like to say hello to my people. How is everybody doing? We've already got Nicholas Giroux in the chat. Who is the first to come in the chat? Nice and early. Thank you very much for joining the chat, Nicholas. We got Phil the Flying Frenchman, who's always joining the streams. Got lots and lots of love for you, my brother. Frederico, who continues to join from work in Rotterdam, sorry. Great to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining. Mr. Napes, back-to-back streams. Thank you for joining, mate. Appreciate you. Crypto AM. Good to see you, Crypto AM. Dubsdorf, great to see you. Will be a fun watch. Yeah, I think so indeed. I hope it's not a non-event like NFP was. NFP kind of sucked, didn't it? But we'll see if PPI gives us something today. We'll talk a little bit about PPI as well in just a moment. You know, the differences between PPI and CPI, just from a very high level, because we haven't got much time before the news comes out. Crypto AM says, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, so we are, I think, 8 subscribers away, 8 or maybe 9. Hold on. We are 6 subscribers away from 4,500 subscribers, the halfway point between 4K and 5K. We're really getting to 5K slowly and slowly, but we're getting there. So make sure you guys are helping out and make sure you guys are joining the movement, joining the NJ community and getting your voice heard. All right, Marta, it's great to see you, Marta. Thank you. Stefan says, yo. Sonic says, yo. Michael Caffrey says, yo, in a different way. And Dubsdorf, sponsored by Binance. Okay, NJ, hey, come on. Don't get me all flustered. I'll do the shout out for the sponsor in just a second. Migs, hello from the Dominican Republic. Amazing. That's fantastic. Estad says, good morning, sir. Hopefully it's been a wonderful day. Well, so far, so good, my friend. So far, so good. We're getting there. Vinny says, hello, everyone. Greetings from Vienna. That's amazing. We've got Dominican Republic here. We've got Rotterdam here. And we've got Vienna now. Amazing. Austria. Stefan says, yes, NJ. Really enjoyed the motivation yesterday. Yesterday was a good episode. We had a good conversation yesterday. And that's what I mean. I like these interactive shows. It's nice being able to bat back and forth with you guys and, you know, just to talk about the things that we love. Cryptocurrencies being one of them. We're all here because we love crypto. We're all here because we love the markets. We're obsessed and we're addicted with the markets, you know? So it's good to bounce back and forth with each other. I like doing these interactive shows. It's kind of what stops me from doing the recorded content. You know, I want to do recorded content for you guys, but it's not the same. I don't get the same pleasure from YouTube as I do when I come live and I see the comments and I see you guys voting and talking, bouncing ideas back and forth. That's what really gets me going. So I think I'm going to stick with the live shows. Real Underskill, thank you for joining again. I see you all the time in the chat. Good morning to you too, sir. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Buddy's joining from Malta. All around the world. The NJ show is going global. Look at that, fellas. And look at that. Amazing. August, it's great to see you, August. Thank you very much. Luke, good to see you. Y Legend, great to see you. Mike says, good morning, everyone. It's fun to watch the news with all of you. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I do enjoy it. Vishnu, it's good to see you, my brother. We've got Sjors here from Netherlands again. Amazing. That's 2 we've got from Netherlands. 3 that we've got from 2. Eindhoven. I think that's where the airport is, right? Changa says, hello, good to see you. Trader SKO, good to see you, my bro. Marty's Crypto Pub says, hello, sir, great to see you, mate. Thank you for joining. And Kelvin says, good evening, bruv. Greetings from Sydney. Amazing. It's good to see that the NJ show is reaching all the different parts of the world and France. And France as well. Amazing. I love hearing where you guys are from, just because it's nice to see the NJ show reaching different parts of the world and helping and just chilling with different people from different parts of the world. It's a really, really nice, warming feeling. Great way to start the show. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. So look, let's take a minute just to quickly talk about PPI and CPI. Now, for those of you who have been paying attention to the streams, what is CPI? We cover CPI all the time on the streams. We watch CPI live, and CPI does have a bigger impact on the market. Why is that? Because that is the consumer price index. Okay. PPI is the producer price index. So I'm not going to dive in too deeply because if we don't have much time. If I had started the show half an hour ago, we could have brought charts up and stuff like that. But what I will say is this before we kick off the show. What I will say is this: CPI. In fact, rewind. Bloop, 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 bloop. What causes inflation? Where does it begin from? Now, I mentioned this on the show. I think it might have been yesterday. I may have mentioned this. It might have been last week. But anyway, I digress. Inflation starts from the very, very beginning. It starts from the raw materials. Think about the things that you buy day in, day out. Okay? Now, in order to create those products that you purchase, the manufacturers need to get a hold of the raw materials first in order to put them all together, the ingredients X, Y, and Z to create your product. Okay? Now, you see that oil is going up, natural gases are going up, the price of different commodities are going up. All right. Now, if those prices are going up, it's going to cost more to get those raw materials that the manufacturers use to make your products. All right. Now, once they get those raw materials, and if they have to pay more for those raw materials, they'll still do it. They'll still buy it. They'll still convert it into your product. But by the time it gets all the way to your doorstep, you're going to end up having to pay more. Now, PPI focuses more on the producer side and less on the consumer side, which is why it tends to have less of an impact on the market. Nonetheless, I think that today might be a volatile day. And if we have a quick look at the market, we'll see we've got CPI in 22 minutes. And in terms of the crypto market, if you look here, I want you guys to look at the 24-hour percentage, okay? The middle column right here. And you'll notice that we don't really have any movement at all in the market. Now, the argument here is this because the market is slowing down and we are into accumulation? Or is this because we are preparing for a more volatile move today and tomorrow? Today being PPI, tomorrow being CPI. Okay? So it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see. Now, H bar is up 10% for the day, though. Interesting. Hedera hash graph. Is that Hedera? Is that hash graph? Is that hash graph? Hedera H bar is up. Interesting. I know that these guys use smart contracts in a different way. I think this is Hashgraph, right? I wonder why this is up 10% today. Anyway, let's not lose track of things. All right. So the general market is looking pretty stable. All right, pretty stable. Now, just a quick one. Before we continue the episode, I want to give a massive shout out to the sponsor of this show, and that is none other than Binance. This episode is sponsored by Binance, the largest spot exchange for cryptocurrencies in the entire world. Okay, they are the best place to trade, going from 2017 all the way to 2021. Now, I've always been a big fan of Binance. I've always been a big fan of CZ, as you guys might know, watching my streams. So I won't bore you with all the details, but this episode is sponsored by Binance. Show some love and look at the links in the description below. It supports the channel. It shows Binance that we are a serious community, that we are growing, and they'll continue to sponsor the show and make more beautiful things happen for you guys. All right? Links in the description below. I know a lot of you guys will already have Binance accounts, but for the minority of you who may not have a Binance account, please consider signing up using the link below. It will go a long way. All right. And just before we move on, remember to like the video. We like to get to 100 likes for every video. We do our best if we can. Helps with the algorithms, helps with YouTube to circulate this video around so that others can see it, others can benefit from the NJ content and what you guys are saying in the chat. And most importantly, remember to subscribe to the channel because we are on our journey to 5K subscribers. What are we sitting at right now? Let's see. We are sitting at 4496. So we are 4 away from 4,500. Let's see if we can get that on today's episode. Let's see if we can continue our journey to 5K. Hopefully, we'll get there together. Now, going back to the overall market, we'll notice here that not only is the market sort of stagnant, but except Huobi token is up 17% today. Wow. All right. So there are a few markets, there are a few tokens that are in fact pumping, you know. But I'm going to ask you guys the question. Okay. I'm going to ask you guys the question now. I'm going to put it in a poll. Let's bring Bitcoin up real quick. Let's do it like this. And I'm going to ask you guys a very, very quick question. I'm going to ask you guys in the chat. I'm going to put a poll in here right now. And I'm going to say for PPI, for the news going into PPI, are we going to be bullish or are we going to be bearish? What are your thoughts? So, PPI thoughts for Bitcoin, okay? Bullish, bearish. I want you guys to have a look in the chat and I want you guys to take a vote. All right. I'm going to vote. I have no idea what's going on. In fact, you know what? Let me cancel this one. Let me add a third option. I want to add a third option. Sorry, bear with me. I'm going to add a third option. So, thoughts for PPI and Bitcoin. Bullish, bearish, or neutral. Neutral. There we go. Now, me personally, I'm going to go with neutral. I'm going to go with neutral because there are reasons that the market can go up. I can make a case for the market going up. I can also make a case for the market shanking to new lows, you know? So it's going to be an interesting one for me. I'm interested to see how this unfolds. Obviously, you guys are the ones that are going to dictate today's show. All right. Let's have a look at some of the quick comments to see what you guys are saying before we continue. So we've got more people from across the world. We've got Aromatic here saying good morning. We've got Conan here tuning in from Denmark, and we've got Stefan tuning in from South Africa. We really need to get a map up. We need to get a map. I'm going to start looking into that today. I'm going to see if we can get a map up to see which parts of the world that people are tuning in from to watch the NJ show. It's really amazing when I look into this. Crypto Mac, it's good to see you. Thank you very much. Crypto Dad, great to see you, mate. Says, yo, thank you for NJ for breaking this down. No problem, my bro. We've got Turkey here as well from Sir Go. Who else have we got here? Giles. Giles is saying, hola, NJ. Missed yesterday's stream. Felt miserable the whole day. Sorry to hear that, mate. I hope you're having a better day today. And I hope that you feel better going into the evening. Okay. What else have we got here? Crypto Dad with more information here saying he's kind of bullish because he's expecting the Bank of England to switch narratives on bonds. It could be. We could see some relief in the market. I'm not saying that we're not going to see any relief in the market. You know, I have some exposure to the crypto market, as you guys might know. At the same time, I'm gonna stick with neutral. I'm gonna be a spectator today, just because we have been chopping in this range now. We've got this obvious range right here, okay, like this, and like this for the most part. Okay, the levels aren't exactly perfect, but that's kind of the range that we've been in for so long on Bitcoin now, and Bitcoin refuses to do anything. Okay, it refuses to do anything. The range is clean. We've got a nice little mid-range right here. Oopsie. We've got a nice mid-range here. Let's change that to a dotted line. Yeah. And we can't seem to make a decision as to whether we're going to break out or not. Now, in terms of this range, you know, what am I seeing in this range? Why can I build a case for the upside? I can build a case for the upside because we're at the range lows. This is support, isn't it? Okay. At the same time, why can I build a case for the downside? Because we've got one tap 2 tap, 3 tap, 4 tap, and the 5th tap. Notice how we actually tried to break below. Okay, we did try and break below on that 5th tap. So coming back to support here now, to me, what this is telling me is support is getting weaker. Another thing that I want to add to this as well, which puts me in a neutral territory, is when we tapped support for the first time. Okay, in hindsight, we now know that it's support. We didn't know it was support in the past. We didn't know that this range was going to be created. But when we tapped support right here, we rallied quite hard, okay, into sort of 25k. We came back to support here and we didn't rally quite as hard. We came back to support again and we didn't rally quite as hard either. So in a way, I'm seeing a high, a lower high, a lower high. I would love for us to start breaking out to the range high. I would love for us to do something like this and then push up to the mid range, which falls in at around 21k. I would love to see that. All right. Will it happen? It's difficult to say. All right. We'll have a very, very quick look. Let's see what the poll is currently saying. We've got 53 votes here, and 40% of you are bullish, 28% of you are bearish, and 32% of you are neutral like me. So it's very, very difficult to sort of ascertain what the market is going to do. I've got another question for you guys, and I want you guys to respond in the comments to let me know what you think. What charts should we be looking at today? We'll have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has to be there, but we can get 3 more charts up. What do you think it should be? Should it be the dollar? Should it be oil? Should it be the S&P? Should it be gold? Should it be silver? I don't know. What do you guys think I should have up on my charts? Okay, you guys let me know. Let me know ASAP, because we have got 13 minutes before the PPI news is released, okay? And Giles, I know that you're in the chat, my bro. I know you're not feeling great, but since you're the man, maybe you can bring up the PPI stats once it comes out. Maybe. Or somebody else. Whoever wants to. Let's have a look some more of these comments. Oh, we've got Tan here. Than joining from Vietnam. Amazing. And we've got Vitali joining from Ukraine. Amazing. We've got Twin Z from Morocco. We've got Himanshu from India. We've got Peter from Czech Republic. And who else have we got here? Jeez. Amazing. Wow, we've got altcoins in the chat. People are talking about AVAX and Polkadot. Why would we be looking at those during a goodness. All right, keep the comments coming in. I'm going to have a look and I'm going to pick. I'm going to choose based on the most popular one. So I'm seeing the S&P, I'm seeing Solana, I'm seeing the Nasdaq, Polkadot, Total 2, more Dixie, Luna. I know Luna's been pumping today. Did I catch the long on Luna? I didn't quite catch the long on Luna, and my Sol long as well didn't do that great. I ended up cutting it for 0.8R. Okay, bit of a loss, bit underwater. That's not a problem. It's part of the game. It's part of training, part of trading. So it's all good. It's all good. Keep the comments coming in. Min, my brother from Vietnam, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Right, so I've got a lot of people asking for the dollar. So we'll bring up the dollar. We'll leave up this range for Bitcoin. Let's get rid of all these drawings. We'll get rid of these drawings. We'll do this like this. And now that we've got the range sort of marked out, let's go on the 15 minute, okay? And let's see what Bitcoin does on the 15 minute here. We know that the range low is right here. So we'll keep Bitcoin like this. And then what we'll do is we'll bring up our charts. Keep the comments coming in, Ledgers. Keep it coming in. There we go. There's Bitcoin. We'll have the dollar here. Have the dollar here on the 15 minute. Oh, the dollar looks ready for a pump, on this little time frame here. On this lower time frame, it's looking like bullish price action, but I mean, I'm not going to say anything too early. I won't say anything too early, but it is looking a little bit bullish on the dollar. Let's see. So I'm seeing a lot of altcoins here. A lot of altcoins here. People talking about NFTs. The S&P, the bonds. What should we have up? I'm not seeing enough. Get some more comments in. Get some more comments in and let me know what we should look at. I think we should stick to more traditional markets. Maybe we'll have oil here, I guess. Oil might be a good one. And maybe we'll have the S&P up as well. Okay. Oil looks bullish to me in the short term. It does look bullish to me in the short term. We'll get the 15-minute chart for oil. Maybe I'll be wrong. We'll see what happens here in the markets. And for over here, we'll look at the S&P, okay? We'll look at the S&P. I'm not going to put AVAX. I can't put AVAX up during PPI. It just doesn't work. I can't put no PPI AVAX. Okay. Sushi might be a good one. The thing is, right, if I put an altcoin up here, then really and truly it's just going to do what the other altcoins are doing, isn't it? Right? Altcoins right now, we're at a stage in the market right now where altcoins aren't really they don't really have the ability to go off and do their own thing. All right. We're not going to get like a 4, 5, 10x from one altcoin solely. It will be, if we get a 4, 5x on something like Polkadot, then surely all the other layer ones will kind of follow suit, for at least a 2, 3x. So having Polkadot up or Solana or AVAX or anything like that, it's not really going to help. But let's go back to the poll real quick. All right, let's go back to the poll real quick. We've got 79 votes now, and 39% of you are saying bullish, 28% of you are bearish, and 33% of you are neutral. So in fact, we are seeing a very, very mixed audience today. And I'll be honest, I'm in the same category. I'm feeling very, very mixed about the entire situation. PPI doesn't usually impact the market as much as something like CPI or FOMC. Now, we might get some volatility anyway because tomorrow is going to be a pretty big one. We've got the FOMC members talking and we've got the CPI data print. Okay, the CPI data print should be a good one. It should give the market some movement. I'm already seeing a little bit of movement here, tiny, not much. Oil pushing down. The dollar is kind of, what's the dollar here? 15-minute time frame. Yep, everything's on the 15-minute. Let's see what happens in the next 7 minutes. So look, if you're enjoying the content, make sure that you're liking the video. We have got 90 people here. We've only got 50 likes. We should be able to get to 100 likes before the stream ends. So do your part. It will be doing a big favor for the NJ community if you can get us to 100 likes. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Where are we in terms of the subscriber count now? Did we hit that 4,500 yet? Have we done it? We are still at 4496. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we are 4 subscribers away from 4,500 subscribers. It's not a milestone, it's a half milestone, but we still need to hit that milestone. So without you guys, it's not going to be possible. So make it happen, okay? It's up to all of you guys to make it happen. F Architect here is saying, when is the CPI news? CPI is tomorrow, and today is PPI, okay? Today is not going to be CPI. That is tomorrow. We will be doing CPI tomorrow live. We'll be doing a watch along for it. So don't worry. Do not fret. We will be here. Your boy NJ will be around. We will see how it all unfolds, okay? Keep your comments coming in and let me know what you guys think is going to happen. This is a bit of an interactive show. I like to see what you guys think. We can see the S&P starting to push. We can see Bitcoin holding to where it pretty much was. A lot of you are, in fact, bullish. So we are going to see if the bullish narrative continues, okay? And Crypto Dad, thank you for all your comments. I can see your comments here. Come on, legend. Let's push NJ over 5K. Small effort, big win. That is true. Small effort. It doesn't take much. It takes a second. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate all of you guys. I really do. I love the community here at the NJ Show. Cheers, mate. Yeah, the S&P is giving us a little push here. And the S&P is showing some bullish market structure as well. We'll see. Twin Z here says, the PPI data is coming in 5 minutes. Hold your breath, guys. Hold your breath. Yes, 5 minutes till we get PPI. I would love to see, between us, I would love to see Bitcoin pump like there was no tomorrow. Okay? I'm a crypto guy. I love Bitcoin. I love cryptocurrencies. I would love to see Bitcoin rocket shot. I would really love to see it. Okay. Y Legend here says there's a lot going on in the world, so it's hard to make predictions. I'd say agreed, agreed. We can. This is all speculation at the end of the day, but we must have our opinions. We must make our opinions. It's our duty to, in a way, you know. So we're all entitled to our opinions. So I want, with 100 people that are here, I wish every one of you would go into the comments and make your opinions. You have an opinion, you should give it. All right. We're all here to learn. We're all here to get better at what we do, better at our niches. It's nice to bring the community together in terms of crypto. We don't really have that in crypto. So it's a good movement to have. Joe is saying that he's long on Bitcoin and he's long on the pound. That could be interesting, Joe. That could be interesting. Double risk, lower dollar, higher Bitcoin, higher pound, higher euro. See what happens. We'll see what happens. Um, We've got 4 minutes to go. We've got 4 minutes to go. Has the poll changed? We are now up to 92 votes, 93 votes on the poll. All right. And 35% of you are bullish, 29% of you are bearish, and 35% of you are neutral. So this is a very, very even poll. It's the most even poll we've had on the NJ show. All right. Usually we have a direction that we're looking to go in. But for today, everybody seems on the sidelines. Okay, on the sidelines. All right. So we've got a fella in the chat here who consistently says, I would say go through some of the Polkadot chart. Mr. Rahman continuously asks for Polkadot. Desperation. Are you underwater, Mr. Rahman? Are you underwater on your Polkadot long or whatever? What is going on with Polkadot? So where did the dot chart come up? Here's the dot chart on Binance. What is Polkadot doing? So Polkadot is in the same range, my friend. There's nothing about Polkadot here that looks different to Bitcoin. All right. If you look at the range that Bitcoin has been playing here, there's no difference in terms of Polkadot. So everything is going to be dependent on what the higher sort of market capped tokens are going to be. I'm not saying Bitcoin is a token, but the higher market cap assets. All right. If Bitcoin is going to pump, then your lovely Polkadot will pump. If Bitcoin is going to dump, your Polkadot is going to go down with it. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Okay. So we've got the Bitcoin, dollar, the oil, and we've got the S&P. All right. What else have we got here? What else have we got here? Well, oh, come on, guys. Don't be mean to Mr. Rahman. I can see in the chat. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. He's long on Polkadot. He wants his coin to go up. Let him be. Let him be. We're all lovely. We're all nice here in the NJ chat. Okay? Leave him alone. Let him do his thing. We can ignore him. Okay, let's see what Y Legend is saying here. Y Legend says, oh, most definitely. Short term, I'm kind of bearish due to the recent escalations in the war in Ukraine, mobilization in Russia, attacks on infrastructure in Ukraine, lots of disruption and markets no like. Yes, I agree. That's a very good comment. GP, what's GP saying here? Last month, PPI wasn't spectacular. FOMC meeting minutes, however, was dumping hard. Yes. So look, we have got the FOMC meeting minutes tomorrow. All right. We will be going live for the FOMC meeting minutes. Nonetheless, there is 1 minute to go before the PPI news comes out. Somebody in the chat, let us know what's going to happen. And make sure if you're enjoying the content, you are liking the video. We have over 100 people here. We are at 67 likes. We are 33 away from 100. Make it happen for me, guys. And make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Interesting to see what the market is going to do here. Bitcoin is stable. The S&P is stable. The dollar is stable. And oil is not really doing it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting some movement. Bitcoin. Oh, whoa, we're getting some movement. We are getting some movement. Look at that. Is this a little stop run? Is this a little stop run? We saw this, I think, with NFP, where we took a little slide down and it pumped for the rest of the day. This is interesting. Look at this. Phew. Okay, so place your bets. Are we going long or are we going short? Just bear with me in the chat, legends. 1 moment. 1 minute, please. Please to give 1 minute if you don't mind. Phew, look at this. Bitcoin is doing the dump, right? It's gonna do the dumping. Bitcoin is doing the crazy dumpings, man. Whew. So let's go over to the poll. Let's close off the poll now and get the results for the poll, okay? Because it was very, very, very even. Um, okay, let's go over to the poll. Let's have a look at the final results for the poll. Just bear with me because I know a lot of you guys were in fact bullish on Bitcoin. By the way, just a quick shout out to all you guys. We are over 4,500 subscribers now. Thank you very much to every single one of you for doing what you're doing. You guys are making this all happen. I can't thank you enough. I really can't. You guys are absolute legends. I can't thank you enough. Giles, just in time. Giles is there. Um, there we go. So the PPI news and information is there on the screen. Take a minute to digest all of that while I look for this poll and I close off this poll. I know a lot of you cheeky buggers are going to be voting now to say bearish. Hold on. There we go. There we go. All right. End poll. All right. So the poll ended up with 38% of you guys being neutral, 32% being bullish, and 29% being bearish. Have you ever seen a poll more neutral than that? I've never seen a poll more neutral than that. So Giles is here breaking it down for everybody here, saying US PPI MOM for September comes at 0.4%. So 0.4% increase is, what do I think about that? It's not really a huge increase in terms of how much manufacturers are paying for their raw materials. We're going to find out if it does correlate and sort of affect the CPI data tomorrow. So for those of you who are new to the channel, we will be doing a CPI watch along tomorrow. Make sure you guys are tuning into that. Okay, that's going to be fun. The effects that we're seeing in the market right now, we're going to have a bigger effect, in my opinion, tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a bit of a sticky one in the market. I really, really believe it will. So make sure you guys are watching out. If you haven't hit the bell icon when you subscribe, hit the bell icon because I will be sort of putting up the stream probably about an hour before CPI. All right. So what is the chat saying? What are you guys saying in the chat here? Mr. Rahman, as I told you guys, don't be mean to Mr. Rahman. Mr. Rahman came in with a PPI news as well. Thank you for that, Mr. Rahman. As annoying as you are, my friend, you are part of this community and you are welcome. Okay, you are welcome. Y Legend says Thanos approves. Jack is saying big crab incoming. Crypto Mac here with a nice comment saying 126 people watching and 68 likes. I'm gonna fight someone. Crypto Mac with that massive testosterone energy right there. Don't fight Crypto Mac. Don't fight Crypto Mac. We're 25 likes away from 100 likes. We can make it happen. The NJ community is growing and we're getting stronger. Keep the comments coming in. That's all I would say. Keep the comments coming in because what interests me here is the poll was so average. I've never seen a poll like that before. So many of you were bearish, but the same amount of you were bullish. The same amount of you were neutral. All right. Now I fell into the neutral category. What I'm interested to see here is I think that the market is going to bounce from this. After seeing this little semi dump that we had, I think that that could be the stop run and we could start getting a push to the upside, some momentum to the upside. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That's how the markets operate. It's very, very easy to get these things wrong. However, that said, let me know what you guys think in the chat. I want to see some new names as well. I know there's a lot of you who are in the chat at the moment who you might be a little bit afraid to make a comment. You might be a little bit shy, but do not be shy. This is the NJ show. This is the NJ community. You guys are all welcome. Leave your comments in the chat. Crypto Guy Sweden says, see you tomorrow. Yes, mate. Tomorrow we'll be doing the CPI watch along. Make sure that you tune in for that. That will be a lot of fun. There was an interesting comment I saw here, which I want to bring up. There was this one here. So this one here, it says also rents are very lagging. And this is a market that, a lot of people don't really understand, you know? A lot of people don't understand that The rent, the shelter market is the market that's being affected the most here. Rent is soaring like there is no tomorrow. Rent is soaring, and that is what is kind of affecting the sort of wider scale of lower budgets across the middle class. All right, so it's a very very sticky one. I know rent is going to continue to be affected. You've got to remember as well that the mortgage rates are what's really really gone up. So if the mortgage rates are going up like crazy, then landlords are going to increase rent. It's the same concept as PPI and CPI, you know so it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. Okay, if for those of you who tuned in to the FOMC review that we did a couple of weeks ago, when we watched the FOMC review and we were talking about the renting market, um, during that time, I think it was the Fed was saying that they need to sort of increase the basis points by another 400 to 500 over the course of the next year. Now, if they do that, that is naturally going to be uber bearish for the market. Okay, uber bearish. And I don't say that lightly. I did say yesterday on yesterday's stream that I think Bitcoin has one leg left to go in terms of lower prices. I do think the dollar has one final leg left as well. So if we look over here at the dollar, um, if I can just zoom out on the dollar real quick for you guys, bear with me. So DXY, I want you guys to have a quick look at the dollar here. And if I do this, so for the dollar, what I'm looking at some sideways movement here. Okay. I don't want to see anything further than 120s for the dollar. Okay. I really want to see some sideways action, sort of maybe this could be a deviation. Maybe we could tap this, come back below, do something like this, get back below, and then somewhere like this, and then we can start breaking down to the bottom of this channel, and that could sort of fuel the next Bitcoin bull market as well. One of the sort of fueling factors for the next Bitcoin bull market. All right. But in the short term, if they continue to increase the basis points, if they continue to remove liquidity from the markets, then what we're going to sort of see is more demand for the dollar. Now, if we see more demand for the dollar, then what that's going to sort of bring up is the dollar going higher and higher until it gets to a stage where where the lows for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins have been printed, even for the S&P. For the S&P, I mean, we've already looked at the S&P. For me, for the S&P, what am I looking for? I'm looking for sort of the 32. Take all of that out like this. I'm looking for sort of the 32, 33 area in terms of the S&P. Let me just bring this down on the dollar here. Let me bring this back to the 5-minute chart on the dollar. Let's look at the S&P on the 5-minute. I personally think, that the dollar has many reasons to go higher. The dollar is clearly in a bull market, okay? The dollar is in a bull market. The same way Bitcoin was in a bull market, the same way the S&P was in a bull market, the dollar is in a bull market. When is that bull market going to top out? We need to see some sideways price action, okay? We need to see some more sideways price action. All right. Now, if we see some more sideways price action on the dollar as we go into the coming months, we'll see sideways price action on Bitcoin. Now, if you've seen my market cycles review, or if you understand market cycles, you'll know that if we start seeing sideways price action on Bitcoin, another word that we can use for that is accumulation. All right. Now, typically what Bitcoin tends to do is it has 1 year of accumulation, 1 year of bull market, 1 year of bear market. We've had a year of bull market from November 2020 to November 2021. We've had almost a year of bear market now between November 2021 and November 2022. All right. We are 1 month away from a 1 year anniversary of this bear market. And in terms of accumulation, we're yet to see if accumulation has actually started on Bitcoin. All right. So we want that to happen. We want accumulation to kick off. We want that to happen because the sooner that can happen, the sooner we can get the next bull market. Now, the S&P isn't looking good, if I'm honest with you here. The S&P isn't looking good here. I wonder what SC is saying. What's SC saying? Let's have a quick look to see what trader SC is saying. He's always got a better view of the market, better than anyone. Um, yep, he's saying run it back to turbo. He's saying run it back to turbo. Okay, all right. So if SC is going bullish, then it's difficult to fade that guy. That guy is the best trader I've ever met in my life. Um, he is the best. He is the best. And he's also calling for higher prices on the pound as well. So that could be an interesting one too. That could be an interesting one. Just a quick one, Legends. Just a very quick one before I go through the comments again. What I will say is that we are 15 likes away from 100 likes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, we have just crossed 4,500 likes, 4,500 subscribers on the channel. It's a semi-milestone for us. It's bullish. It makes me feel super happy, brings my energy up. I'm really, really appreciating you guys right now more than ever. So make sure you guys are continuing to leave your comments, like, and subscribe. So let's have a look at some of these comments real quick here. Um, we have got, let's go up a little bit here. All right, well, look here. Hamid is saying no trade for him today. Yeah, it is a sticky day. It's a tough one to trade today. I'll be really honest with you. It really is because the market is very choppy. So we can see Bitcoin is pushing back up here now. We've got a little gap here. I'm expecting this to get filled. We are getting a push in price and we're getting the dollar pushing down now, filling that same gap that Bitcoin created here. The S&P starting to push back up. Interesting to see what's going to happen today. Very, very choppy indeed. Twin Z says CPI is definitely going to have an effect on the markets. That is tomorrow. That is tomorrow for sure. We are going to be doing a watch along for that. Make sure you're tuning in for that. So smash the bell icon if you haven't already to be notified when the NJ community goes live for the CPI news. Look at Bitcoin go. Look at Bitcoin go. What is that? $100 candle? Over $100 candle right there on the 5 minute. It looks sexy on the 5 minute. It does look sexy on the 5 minute. Ooh la la. Hamza here is saying he's torn between XO and SC. Now, look, I don't want you to feel that way. SC is an intraday, intra-week trader. He does look at the higher time frame, but he can trade any market condition. Okay, that's something that you need to be aware of. He can trade any market condition, whether it's choppy, whether it's trending, whether it's a range bound environment, whether it's the 1 minute chart or the monthly chart. He can trade it. That is what makes him special. That is what separates him from everybody else. Trader XO is a macro trader. He focuses on global politics, so geopolitical sort of news that comes out every day. He focuses on direction of price on the higher time frame. Okay? Now, if we say that price is bearish on the higher time frame, that doesn't mean that you can't have 100 longs in the process. You can still make money counter trending that move. But in terms of the macro perspective, he would be calling for lower prices. Okay. So don't be torn. Just open your eyes and read between the lines, is what I would say. Okay. That's what I would say. Tahir says, greetings from Istanbul. Greeting, mate. Greetings to you too. Thank you for joining. Nice to have friends in Turkey as well. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. We've got a new comment here. I've not seen this person before. Indranil says, we may go down a bit, but I don't think it will be a crash as CPI will be the major factor. Bitcoin still holding 19K, barely. Maybe the New York Open gives the move. Well, we'll stick around for a little bit. We've got some time here. We'll stick around. So keep the comments coming in. I love these shows because it's more of an interactive one. I get to come live and speak to you guys and get your opinions, get your thoughts, and so forth. I do enjoy speaking to you guys about these things. So keep your comments coming in. Michael MMM says, can you change your chart to dark mode? Can I? Oh. Is that better? I don't like this, you know. I think I've just fucked everything up here. Oh, no. No. Oh my god, what have I done? No. Michael, what have you gone and done there, my friend? Where is the templates? Oh, I've got to get rid of the grid lines as well now. Hold on. Oh no, Michael. Absolute troll. You trolled me there, my friend. You trolled me. Let me change all these templates like this. And then I've just got to remove the grid lines, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. We'll keep the grid lines there for now. But yeah, well, we'll leave it as light. I like it in the light mode. I do. I like it in the light mode. What's Sergo saying here? Sergo is saying here, if Dixie goes above 120 and hold up more, then pullback is possible. I don't know. I don't know. It would take a lot for Dixie to go higher than 120. Getting to 120 to begin with is a pretty big deal. All right, it is a pretty big deal. All right. So we've got a lot more comments coming in here. Now let's see. Dubsdorf is saying the turbo is done now. Lower prices. So Dubsdorf is aiming for lower prices here. Me personally, I'm going to keep watching. I think that we're going to get some higher prices here. But when I say higher prices, I'm not talking about much higher, okay? Can the 21K level come? I'm not even looking at that right now, to be honest. I think we're $1,000 away from 20,300. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to say, but interesting comments, interesting opinion you've got there. Frederico saying, look at Bitcoin. So on the 15-minute time frame, Bitcoin looks quite bullish. This does look like a stop run. We cleared all the stop losses that were here. Every stop loss for these 100x longers, we've cleared all of them right here. How big was this candle? So this candle was from 19174 to 18,966. So all the longers on the lower time frame has been wiped out. Okay, Daniel, thank you for joining the chat. I really appreciate you. JC says, who's XO? Oh my goodness. JC, you're missing out, my brother. You're missing out. Go and go on Twitter and look for Trader XO. You are missing out. By the way, guys, do follow me on Twitter at TraderNJ1. I just hit over 50,000 followers on Twitter. I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be more happy. At 50.2K on Twitter at the moment. We are continuously trying to grow, okay? YouTube, we're trying to get YouTube to 5K subscribers. I can only do that with all your help. Twitter, we're trying to get Twitter to as high as it can go. 100,000 is the next target, surely. And Telegram, the link is in the description below for the Telegram. We are at 995 subscribers for the Telegram channel. Okay, so if 5 of you can click on the first link in the description below, the Telegram channel, you guys will get access to that. A lot of information goes into that Telegram channel. A lot of hard work is put into it. So make sure you guys are checking out the Telegram channel as well, all right? We are 5 away from 1,000 subscribers. So we are growing. The NJ community is really getting there. I had Dubsdorf here saying KSI is the best trader in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. What's Marty? Y Legend here? It says real hackers use dark mode. Well, you know, I like to keep myself on the light side. I like to keep myself on the side of good. I do like the dark mode, but you know, yeah, Giles. Yeah, I think it was Michael MMM that Rick rolled me. He got me to switch over to dark mode and broke my trading view. I'll fix it later on. Michael's saying sorry. It's all right, mate. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Himby saying, I like Trader XO, but I feel like he's starting to speak and think in absolutes. He literally gets mad about every pump. I think you're wrong about that. I think you're really, really wrong about that. You are entitled to your opinion, Himby, and I do appreciate it. I do respect it, but I do think you're wrong. I think that Trader XO is somebody that shorted Bitcoin from November 2021, and he has had one of the most incredible 9 months of a portfolio that you can have. If you've been watching EXO's Sunday streams, one thing that you'll notice is that he's focusing significantly less on shorting the market, albeit that he believes that we do have one leg lower to go to the downside, but he is not advocating shorting here. In fact, if you look at his previous streams, you'll see that he's focused more on looking for that generational bottom that Bitcoin can print. So if you're looking at the 15-minute time frames, then yeah, you're not really going to understand what Exo is talking about. But for those of you who are interested in understanding macro, you guys will understand what Exo is talking about. Now, the dilemma is this, right? We are in a sort of environment here where a lot of people want to trade the 5, 10, 15-minute time frames. And then you have somebody like XO who's talking about the weekly time frames. I'll tell you why it's important to listen to XO. I'll tell you why, okay? It's important to listen to XO because if you follow other traders who are trading every single day, okay, who are trading sort of 5-minute time frames, 15-minute time frames, uh, looking at very, very intraday ranges, you're going to make a couple of R here and there. But I tell you what will happen when a trending market comes back into play, when Bitcoin starts trending to the upside, you're going to get bent over because you're not going to understand macro, number one. You're not going to understand how to trade a trending market, number two, and you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck taking profits way too early, and you're going to be FOMOing into altcoins at the top. Okay, I'm not going to mention any names, but there are traders out there who just have no idea what they're doing. They're focused on the chop, they're focused on the range play, and that is good. If you can trade it, then voila, well done, good for you. But me personally, what am I looking for? I'm looking to catch the bottom on Bitcoin within 5 to 10%. That's one. What's the next thing I'm looking for as a crypto trader, as not just trader NJ, but crypto NJ? What else am I looking for? I'm looking to catch altcoins at the bottom because that's where I'm going to make my 100x. That's where I'm going to make my 50, 100, 200x. That's where I'm going to make the generational life-changing gains that I'm looking for, not trading for 1R, 2R, 3R. That's not where you make the generational gains, okay? Now, the final thing, the third thing that I'd be looking for in the next cycle is timing the top. Utilizing macro indicators, macro analysis, really understanding what the banks are doing, what the smart money is doing, what the bigger players are doing in the market to help me understand when to go out of a risk on environment and into a risk off environment. That is what allowed Trader XO to really nail the 2021 bear market where 99% of people didn't. Okay, so he doesn't speak in absolutes, he speaks what he sees. And for those of you who can read between the lines, you guys will succeed. For those of you who can't, it is what it is, right? Exit liquidity exists. If you don't put the work in, you'll fall into the exit liquidity category. And if you do put the work in, if you're tuned into the NJ show, if you're here, you're subscribed to the community, you're pushing yourself, then we'll try our best to catch the next bull market from the very beginning to the very, very end. Okay? Rant over, rant over. I'll look at some more comments in just a second. Phew, that's that coffee done. Jack is saying all of CT wants 21k. Yeah, all of CT. We are looking at 21k. If we are going to push up, 21k would be the target. Now, the question is if we're looking at contrarian sentiment, right? The question we'd be looking at here is if everybody's looking for 21k on Bitcoin, then will Bitcoin dump to new lows from here, or will Bitcoin outperform and go to 25k? That's the question. That's where it gets tricky, you know? Okay, all right, let's have a look at this one. Let me ask you an interesting question, NJ. Are you going to be for us what XO and SC are to you? Whoo, that is a big question. Well, I'll tell you what, Tudor. The only way you're going to find that out is by joining the NJ community and following the episodes. If you follow the episodes and you find value, then I will be to you what XO and SC were to me. Okay? Because that's what they give me. They give me value. They give me reasons to learn. They give me reasons to continue to pursue my career as crypto NJ, as trader NJ. I really have a passion for cryptocurrencies. And, you know, I don't have as much of a passion for traditional markets, but I study them. I study them because they have such an impact on the crypto markets. Okay? So it's one of those things. It's one of those things. Giles says here, XO, SC, NJ, Crypto, ISO. Do your own research. Indeed. Thank you very much for your lovely comment there, Giles. I'm glad that some of you guys do find the content entertaining, informational, educational. I really, really do appreciate you guys for that. If you are finding it sort of educational and informational, then a big shout out to you for continuing to tune in, for continuing to support us here on the NJ community. Let's read a few more of these. Comments. Dubsdorf here defending herself. She's quickly come back and retracted. I meant turbo done, as we already at where we were before PPI. Yeah. I did think that it would have a little less of an effect on the market today, just because it doesn't have as much impact as CPI. Whoopsie. It doesn't have as much effect as CPI. Now, you have to remember, right, that PPI is for the manufacturers, it's for the producers. It has less of an effect on people like me and you. But CPI is a data print that literally affects me and you. As soon as you look at the CPI data print, you're not using words like consumer or price or index. You're using a word like inflation. All right. And inflation is what we don't want to see. Inflation is the reason that the demand for the dollar continues to soar. And inflation is the reason that credit is impossible to gain. And inflation is the reason that we can't afford shit. Okay, to simply put, it's just simple layman terms. All right, we need to slow down growth, and if we slow down growth, we are going to get to stages where we can combat recession, we can combat inflation through this recession, and we can start sort of resetting the market, not a reset, but bringing it back to where it was pre-COVID, so that we can have another COVID type event. That's the hope. If you know what I'm saying, that's the hope. But we will see what happens. Okay, CPI will have more of an impact on the market tomorrow, I believe. That will be more of an interesting take on what the market does, and we'll see what happens there. All right, I'll take a few more comments, and then I want to talk to you about two things. All right, I want to talk to you guys about two things. So stay tuned. um and we're going to discuss two things. By the way, guys, we are at 93 likes. We are at 7 likes away from 100 likes, and I wonder if you guys can make that happen before the episode finishes in the course of the next sort of half an hour. Okay, so let me take one or two more comments, because I love this. I love seeing comments from you guys and speaking to you guys. It's really addictive. Twinsy says, I went to grab a cup of tea. NJ, did I miss anything? No, you didn't, mate. And if you did, the lovely people in the chat will throw the comments up and let you know. Okay. Crypto Knight here says, dude, XO is the best. Yeah, he is. Look, he is. As a person, as a trader, when I say trader, I don't mean trader as in longing and shorting the market. There is a certain discipline that you need to have when you're trading. It's the same as fitness. I gave that fitness example yesterday, where I was talking about people who journal what they eat, journal how they train, focused on aesthetics and diet and calorie counting. Those people would be really good at trading, because to follow your rules during trading, it's not easy, man. It's not. I promise you, it's the most difficult part of trading, following your rules. Okay, the market is full of emotions, and he has become so good at controlling those emotions, genuinely. So he is the best. I agree. What else have we got here? AC says, salam, sorry I'm late. Don't worry, mate, you're never too late to join the show. Got another one here. Joffrey says, hi, sir. Trader XO has been the best macro trader I've ever seen. The global economic has an impact on the market. He explains it the best. I agree. Nothing else to say on that. I agree. Mike here with a dickhead comment saying, NJ, you are the biggest hype man for SCNXO. I hope they're paying you. My bro, look, it is what it is. All right. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. All right. SCNXO have helped me grow to where I am today. I'm here presenting in front of you guys. Where do you think I learned a lot of the stuff I learned? Where do you think? You know what I'm saying? Reading books, YouTubing, and reading articles and whatnot. They help you. But I give credit to those who help me. Okay, I give credit to everybody here on the NJ community, everybody here in the chat right now who helps to support the channel. Whenever you subscribe, whenever you like the video, whenever you comment in the videos, whenever you leave your opinions, I thank you guys for that, because you guys are making this happen. And when SC and XO share with me the knowledge that they've worked to gain, when XO comes live for us and gives us free information, I'm going to thank them as well. So yes, they do pay me, but not in the way that you are talking about, not financially, but with knowledge. And knowledge is the type of payment, the type of currency that you can't just go looking for. All right, you can suck dick for £20, but you can't suck dick for the type of information that they give me. All right. So look, thank you for your comment anyway. You're a dickhead for that, but anyway, thank you anyway for your comment. One or two more comments and then we're going to move on, because I do want to talk to you guys about two things. What narratives are we going to see in the next bull market? Metaverse, privacy, gaming. What are your thoughts? Fantastic question from Piotr. Fantastic question. You know what? I'm really eager and excited to see what comments we are going to see. What type of what narratives we are going to. I'm really excited to see what narratives we are going to see. It's difficult to say because in the last cycle, NFTs, they didn't come out of nowhere, but they kind of did at the same time. And once NFTs came about, that's when Metaverse started really doing its thing, you know? So it's going to be interesting to see. Privacy has been around for every cycle. Oracles have been around for every cycle. DeFi is an interesting one. I think DeFi is going to continue to remain very scammy, in my opinion. I'm still going to play it. I know a lot of you guys will still play it too, as long as we get the right sort of handles, you know? But we'll see. We'll see, okay? We'll focus more on that going into the next cycle. We'll make sure that we don't miss it. I promise you guys, this is a promise that I'm giving to you guys. The streaming the streaming narrative that you're seeing here on the NJ show right now is not permanent. Okay, we have 3 stages of a market cycle. We have bull market, bear market, accumulation. During the bull market, we are going to be discussing altcoins every single day. We're going to be reviewing altcoins. We're going to be reviewing the market. And it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. We'll be streaming twice a day if we need to stream twice a day. All right. During the bear market, we'll be talking about more of global macro. We're going to be talking more about traditional markets, understanding traditional markets and why the bear market is happening and how we've seen it in the past. And during accumulation, well, that is going to be a tough one. Okay. Less and less will be happening during accumulation, but it will be a build up to the next bear market, to the next bull market. And it's going to be so difficult to stick around during accumulation. But if you stick around, you will deserve to reap the rewards of the next bull market. Okay. Just a quick one. I do apologize for the aggressive language I had earlier on. I do apologize. It was a little bit emotional. I apologize for that. So if you do have any kids around, or if you have family or people around, I apologize for the swear words and stuff like that. Okay. Giles here with a lovely comment. He's saying, Piotr, Demek, my shortlist: Crypto AM, Crypto Chase, Trader NJ1, Trader 1SC, Trader XO, Crypto ISO, TED Talk Macro. I 100% agree with that list. That is a fantastic list. Make sure you guys are following everyone on Twitter with those handles. All right. I can't stress that further. That is the best list I've seen so far. Vineet here is saying, for me, XO, SC, NJ are like the 3 musketeers. XO is amazing macro, SC is awesome price action, macro and short term. And NJ, you are the mindset, inspiration, and preparation. I love you for that, mate. Appreciate you. Mike here is saying, NJ, it wasn't meant to be a bad comment. I found them due to you, and XO is the best I've seen. You got super mad. Mike, bro, it's all banter. It's all love. Look, we're both men, okay? We're both men. We can have some banter back and forth. Yes, I did get a little bit out of control there. I love you, though. I love everybody in the NJ community. No harm. You haven't been blocked. You are here. Your opinions are valuable. Your opinions are valid, okay? Look, people are going to have opinions that don't agree with me, and I'm going to have opinions that you guys don't agree with, but we need to be able to bounce back and forth anyway. All right, so nobody show hate towards Mike. Mike is allowed to have his opinions. So is the other geezer from earlier who kept spamming the chat with Polkadot. We have to show some sort of patience and love to those people. All right, so Bitcoin isn't really doing much here. We're seeing some more downside. I think it's filling that gap that it made earlier on. Where was that gap? Hold on. If we go to the 1 minute on Bitcoin, there was a gap that it's sort of here, these gaps here. So I do think Bitcoin will clear these little lows here before it makes a decision as to which direction it wants to go in. Okay, but in the meantime, there's two things I want to cover with you guys. The first thing is this: the UK economy unexpectedly shrinks in August and it falls by 0.3%. Bullish news, okay? Bearish in the short term because that's not what you want to see as somebody who doesn't really understand traditional markets, somebody who doesn't really care about traditional markets, but bullish in the sense that in order to combat inflation, we need a recession. And the recession in general slows down growth, right? That's what a recession is. It stops us from being able to do anything. It takes us from playing PS5 to playing with sticks and stones. That's kind of, in layman terms, what you're looking about when you're talking about a recession, okay? Now, Britain's economy shrank by 0.3% in August, hit by weakness in manufacturing and maintenance work in the North Sea oil and gas fields. So, kind of perfect to talk about today, considering we had the producer price index. Okay. Gross domestic product growth in July was revised down to 0.1% from a previous estimate of 0.2%, and the economy was now believed to be back at its size just before the coronavirus pandemic struck, having previously estimated at 1.1% above it, the Office for National Statistics said. So you can see here already, just by a quick couple of sentences, that, you know, these guys, they're trying to bring us back to where we were right before the COVID crash. Okay. And that would be kind of cool because, you know, right before the COVID crash, we had the COVID crash, and the COVID crash gave us the bull market. So I do believe that we are going to have another bull market. I really, really am a big believer that we are going to have another bull market for sure. For sure, I'm a big believer. I'm not talking in absolutes. I'm talking in terms of hindsight, in terms of what history has shown us, in terms of what we've seen before. I do believe that there is going to be another bull market, okay? Don't let people beat you up about that. Because people called me crazy in 2018, saying that 2017 was never going to happen again. And yes, it was true. 2017 never happened again, but 2021 did, though. You know? And look, 2021, that won't ever happen again. But 2024, 2025, I think it will happen. Something will happen. It will be a different kind of bull market. There's going to be a lot more saturation in the alt market. There's going to be a lot more to cover, a lot more to discuss. There'll be a lot more participants in the market, a lot. And when I say participants, we're talking about developers as well. We're talking about project leaders. We're talking about visionaries, not just people who are longing and shorting. Okay. So in order for us to go to a multi-trillion market cap for Bitcoin alone, we're going to need more money. More money, where are we going to get it from? More participants. All right? Every bull market, we notice that. Every bull market, we notice that. More and more people enter crypto. Okay? If I had streamed this content here 3 years ago, there might not be that many people here. But in this bear market, we notice that there are more people here. So what I'm going to do is, I know that Jim and XO are streaming. I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Just one more thing very quickly. Google now shows your Ethereum wallet balance. Sooner or later, they're going to join in. So if you go and you type in your wallet address into Google, you'll be able to see your balance. That is insane. Insanely bullish as we go into the next cycle. All right. So anyway, look, listen, I do want all of you guys to go over to the Jim XO stream. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, please. We are on our journey to 5K subscribers. Make sure you're looking at the links in the description below. For the Telegram link, we are trying to get over 1,000 followers in the Telegram link. Where are we at right now? we are at 999. Okay, so we're one away from that. Help us achieve that today if that's possible. And yeah, thank you everyone. Appreciate all of you. Take care. Have a lovely, lovely day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the CPI watch along. All right. Cheers, everyone. Bye.